छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Third consecutive time today, in the last few days, that the Congress has repeated a openly pro-Pakistan line vis-a-vis Operation Sindoor. Today, no less than the Congress president himself, Mallikarjun Kharge, has deliberately belittled the valor of our forces by calling Operation Sindoor a Chutth Putt operation, or an insignificant event, an unimportant event. These are his words, ladies and gentlemen. Let's debate.
अटैक हुआ है नूर खान बेस पे।
The Indian Army, Air Force and Indian Navy launched a highly synchronized, a never-seen-before operation to eliminate terror infrastructure. Precision strikes were launched from the Indian soil. Terror training institutes were wiped out from the map of Pakistan. Pakistan's critical air bases damaged extensively, and more than 100 terrorists were eliminated. The death of 26 innocent Indians avenged under Operation Sindoor. But for Congress, it is a Chutth Putt war.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 26 ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳನ್ನು ಉಳಿತೀವು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗೇನು ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಚುಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ನಡೆದಿವೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ನಾವೇನು ಘರ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತೂ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬರೇ
Families of Pahalgam victims are overwhelmed and grateful.
जितने भी उधर बच्चे थे उन सबके पिताजी और जितनी भी औरतें थे उनके पतियों का जो मतलब जान ली गई, तो उनका ये मरण जो था वो वेस्ट नहीं हुआ और मुझे लगता है ये उनके लिए आज सच में दी गई एक श्रद्धांजलि है जो भारत ने एयर स्ट्राइक करके की है।
140 crore Indians are celebrating the success of Operation Sindoor.
हम लोग रक्षा मंत्रालय में काम करते हैं प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में, लेकिन हम सीमा पार के जो आतंकवादी हैं हम उनका भी इलाज करते हैं। भारतीय सेनाओं ने भी बड़ी सटीकता के साथ आतंकवाद की जड़ों पर अपने हथियारों का इस्तेमाल किया है। मंदिर, गुरुद्वारों और गिरजाघरों पर को निशाना बनाया गया। उसके जवाब में भारतीय सेनाओं ने जो कार्रवाई की है उसने पाकिस्तान की फौज को घुटनों पर लाकर खड़ा कर दिया है।
But the Congress is insulting the valor and belittling Indian forces. The world has acknowledged and applauded the achievements of Operation Sindoor. But a party claiming to be principal opposition of India is openly running down the might of Indian forces by calling India's Operation Sindoor a Chutth Putt war.
खरगे जी कह रहे हैं कि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर एक छोटी सी लड़ाई है, स्वाभाविक है। 26/11 के बाद जिसके सबसे बड़े नेता राहुल गांधी बड़ी सी पार्टी मना रहे हों, उनके लिए ऑपरेशन सिंदूर एक छोटी सी ही लड़ाई नजर आएगी। ये कहीं ना कहीं अपने देश के साथ, अपने देश के सेना के अदम्य साहस के साथ यह धोखा है।
From Rahul Gandhi acting like a Pakistan proxy and asking how many jets did we lose, to Pawan Khera's deals made over Sindoor remark, to Congress president resorting to a conspiracy theory, the pattern is not lost on anyone.
जयशंकर इस तरह का बयान दें जो पाकिस्तान में और पूरे देश में, पूरे विश्व में हमारी हंसी उड़ रही है। पाप की श्रेणी में आता है जो एस जयशंकर ने किया, और यह पाप की श्रेणी में आता है जो प्रधानमंत्री की चुप्पी है। सिंदूर से सौदा मंजूर नहीं है, देश के प्रति गद्दारी मंजूर नहीं है, वो कोई हो।
ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು 17ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋರಿದ್ರು, ಆದ್ರೆ 17ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೀವು ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ, ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ
Calling Operation Sindoor the most splendid operation of the Indian Armed Forces, a Chutth Putt war, raises a pertinent question. Whose side is Congress on?
My phone lines are buzzing on this because I'll start with General KK Sinha, who's joining us, and then Samar. General KK Sinha, Congress party says that we have hit all these Noor Khan base. We have destroyed their air bases. We've had precision strikes. We have destroyed their nuclear arsenal. We have called out their nuclear bluff. And we have attacked the Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish and Hizbul main targets and killed hundreds of terrorists. Congress party says this is a Chutth Putt thing. Insignificant. Congress says it's insignificant, unimportant. He says the Chutth Putt Yudh, unimportant. These are the words, and I want your reaction to this, General Sinha.
Jai Hind, Arnab. Good evening. See, Arnab, Chutth Putt, Sindoor ka sauda, see, what I want to, tell these people who is making this statement, Operation Sindoor is only paused. It is going on. You've been hearing. We are just shaping the, the world environment. We are shaping the battlefield. Phase 1, retribution, 4 days, 98 hours, which we established that we crossed all red line of Pakistan, demolished the nuclear bogey of Pakistan, demolished the Chinese, that is invincible, all their weapons equipment, 82% which they have given. We have fought 2.5 front in these 4 days. It is not in one front we have fought. We fought so successfully that globally we are getting applaud. And then you make a statement, Chutth Putt, Sindoor ka sauda. See, when the things are paused, when we are already taking on your river, river war, the water war is on, then you make a statement like this. This, statement is not going to demoralize anyone. That I can assure you. It is just exposing you.
No, but
which side you are.
But I'm amazed which planet they are in. Is the use of a BrahMos, is Samar not used in Chutth Putt wars or Chutth Putt events? Look at the words used. Look at the sentiment, people of India. Just look at the sentiment of the Congress party. For the last 2 weeks, we've been cheering on our forces. And Congress party said some Chutth Putt war. I mean, I would have liked to see if Rahul Gandhi would have taken on the uniform and gone to a war, or risked his life, or been part of an air defense unit, or served the country in any comprehensible way. But this is an official party line, Samar. And it cannot go uncountered. It cannot and should not go uncountered. Especially when the person pushing the line is leader of opposition in the country. Samar.
Arnab, they are digging their own political grave. They do not realize that the public whom they are addressing, majority of them have their children serving at the borders as they speak. They are not realizing how psychologically it is damaging for the own Congress party. I mean, I am shocked that Rahul Gandhi, himself being a victim of terrorism, with late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi being assassinated, he should have been one of the most mature person to have come out and held the hand of BJP at this time and should have supported the ruling government against this war, against terrorism. It is not a personal war. It is a war of the nation. And as far as Mr. Kharge is concerned, I mean, it's irony, it's treachery. I mean, probably he doesn't realize what it takes to recite a kalma and then, the pants being taken off and being assassinated at point blank range. He does not realize the humiliation that the public has faced. Those women, those children, imagine the trauma that they will live throughout their life. Till their end, they will remember this humiliation every day. And the more we hit Pakistan, it is even less. It is the decimation of the Pakistan military establishment which is in need of the hour. They have to be sanctioned. Economic sanctions have to be put in place. But what do I say, Arnab? European Union itself is talking about boycotting Israel against the war against Hamas. I mean, people have lost all sense of morality, sanity. They are not able to get a grip. Why? Because they want personal benefits. They want to be in power. But they do not realize that an opposition is only effective when at the time of crisis, it encourages the ruling government that we are one and together in this. Sadly, it is not happening.
I agree with one point of yours, Samar.
The vote banks will give them the reply.
I agree with one point of yours, Samar, and is that this is also denigrating what happened to the innocent people who were killed in Pahalgam. When you're saying, General Bakshi, this is a Chutth Putt war, it's a small incident. You're also saying Pahalgam is a small incident. You're saying the whole episode from 22nd to 10th is all small. You're saying that killing 10 relatives of Masood Azhar is a small thing. You're saying using the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, high impact, which is used for decisive operations, is a small thing. You are also underplaying on Friday, General Bakshi, we had one of the scientists who made the Akash. You're underplaying the scientists who have deployed the Akash, the technologists who are putting these drones, all the non-contact. You're just playing everything down. You're taking a Pakistani line, General Bakshi. This is the same line you took after Balakot, when you said, what is the proof? Now, because there is proof, you're trying to play it down. But the pattern, General Bakshi, is it not the same pattern? And why should we, you and I, say that, okay, Congress party is like this only, ignore them? Why should we ignore them? Why should we sit and say, okay, they are like this only, leave them be? General Bakshi.
You know, Arnab, this is a bizarre line of thought. I mean, amazing. Like I said, in any mature democracy, the job of the opposition is to oppose. But when the nation is at war, then all parties sink their differences, come together, speak in one voice. There is one national narrative that goes out, and not, idiotic narratives like this being spun around, which are used by the enemy to discomfit us. You see, Pakistan thinks it is such a great war that they have promoted their army chief to field marshal. So they are not even agreeing with their Pakistani mentors, from whom they draw inspiration to cock a snook at the Indian armed forces. You know, the Pakistanis whom you follow so closely, whom you parrot so closely, have said, oh, it is such a big thing, big deal, that our army chief has become Field Marshal Asim Munir. Mullah Asim Munir has just been promoted to Field Marshal. At least follow the Pakistani line to be consistent now. If you want to parrot the Pakistani line, be consistent. Pakistan is telling you it is such a great deal, such a big victory, that they have promoted their army chief to Field Marshal. Right? We did such a thing only in 1971, when Field Marshal General Sam Manekshaw, SHFJ Manekshaw, was promoted to Field Marshal at the end of the war. But then, Arnab, he had broken Pakistan in two. 93,000 prisoners of war had surrendered. Right? Now, don't forget one thing, Arnab. That was not against a nuclear backdrop. The 71 victory was gained when there was no nuclear overhang, which has materially changed or, hamstrung us in our conventional operations. There is no denying that. What did you do after 26/11? I would say yes, you are justified in saying this is small-time stuff. We did much better. What did you do after 26/11? What did you do after 26/11? Sweet Fanny Adams, man.
Correct.
He sent kilotons of dossiers. You thought that was a more powerful response? It was the idiotic response of cowardice. Absolute rank, abject cowardice. You could not even dream of doing something military after Pakistan had gone nuclear, and it thought it had you where it wanted, and it could now escalate at the sub-conventional level to wherever it wanted. You did nothing. Once, twice, thrice, 4 times. You did sweet Fanny Adams, right? And now you wax eloquent about how much more should have been done. At least they reacted, man. And they reacted pretty hard.
This is an outright insult to our armed forces.
Were clamoring for a few days more.
This is an outright insult to our armed forces. This is an outrightly pro-Pakistan line. And however much the Congress party may cry, they can't be left unquestioned or unrebutted on this one. Which is why I will open the phone lines at 9 o'clock tonight on why, for God's sake, which thought of political suicide has led the Congress party to take an openly anti-Operation Sindoor line. When I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।